So a couple months ago, I actually purchased an Aqueon 15-gallon column tank from a PetSmart. It was actually back in April 28th. It's now June 18th. I apologize for not bringing this to you guys sooner. A lot has happened since. Life has really got me busy, and I've been, well, that's the key word, busy. I haven't had time for my YouTube channel. I've got several videos that aren't complete that are actually being produced as we speak. It's just that none of the videos that I'm producing are actually complete, so no videos were coming out in the month gap that I was absent. So let's just get to the basics. I'm actually using a sand called Stony River. The reason I like this is because it doesn't buffer your pH and it's dust free. You will not find a sand that is more dust free than this product. I absolutely love it. When I'm in a saltwater tank aquascaping, this is a heated debate that is very controversial, and I'm going to make a video on this in the future, but I go light on sand. My personal belief is to go very little if you are not trying to accomplish a deep sand bed, and your maintenance is going to go hand in hand. So I don't want to hear anybody in the comment section below debating on sand. This is not the video to do that. That's going to be an upcoming one. Another thing that I didn't like about this video making was the fact that somehow I either deleted or maybe something got misplaced, but I missed the filming of me aquascaping this tank and epoxy everything together. But luckily I didn't miss the entire segment, or most of the video didn't get deleted. I'm going to go ahead and paint the back of this aquarium with something that's a little bit of oddball that you're not really seeing. Krylon Fusion spray paint is very popular in our hobby. It's well known to be very, very durable, either it be underwater or on the exterior of your aquariums. But I'm going to actually go ahead and choose a fan favorite, which is Plastic Dip. Plastic Dip is mainly used in automotive. It's a rubber coating that doesn't go on as thick as paint, and you can see right here, this is some people just saying, hey, get some Plastic Dip. But it doesn't go on as thick as paint, especially like Krylon Fusion. It takes more coats to get a proper, a solid background. But the beauty of it is that you can actually take this off whenever need be. All you need to do is get a corner of this material and peel away a little bit at it, and you can actually remove all the Plastic Dip, if you're lucky, in one swoop. Now I know what you're thinking, well, if it comes off so easy, how is it durable? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. It's very durable, it's scratch resistant, but once you try to remove it, it's really one of those things that you have to experience yourself. So I went ahead and I gave about 4 coats to this 15-gallon column tank. Now, after I put the last coat on here, you're going to see how I was kind of impatient and how this thing can actually come off very easily. Now, if I had let this properly dry, I wouldn't have had this problem. But watch here. Right there, I actually ripped a little bit off, so I had to fix that. And in the first second, I thought I had to redo the whole coating, but I said, wait a minute, this is Plastic Dip. It goes on in coats. So I just put some tape on the side of the tank, and I hope for the best. This is not really a tank that's going to be shown off to a lot of people. It's just for my enjoyment. So if the paint job isn't, ADA standards, who the hell really cares? So I just went over some Plastic Dip. Only 1 coat, and it worked out fine. So this is the hardscape of the aquarium. This is open, that's another video, but having an open aquascaping when it comes to saltwater is crucial. Detritus buildup, this is from years and years experience. If you're new to my channel, I'm not just some guy filming his first saltwater tank. This is from 17 plus years, 19 plus years of experience. Detritus is going to catch up no matter how much water flow you have. You're going to have dead spots, and the more of a look you have where it looks like you took a bucket of live rock and dumped it in your tank, the more dead spots. Now I know a lot of people are thinking you didn't use a RODI unit, and the reason for that is because this tank's not really going to have livestock that's going to require that, and that's for a future video. For filtration, I did boost it. I took off the 10-gallon Aqueon that came with this tank, and I introduced an Aqueon 30. It fit perfectly in the back of the rim. I would have to cut the back of the rim with maybe a Dremel or a saw to go with the Aqueon 40 or 50 or 75, 55. So the tank has been cycling for a couple months, and this is actually filmed on 6/18, what you're looking at. I didn't clean the glass. It's been sitting ever since I filled it up back in April. I didn't want to do an unboxing because, to be honest, I was impatient. You can kind of see now that the reason I didn't use RDI unit is because this is going to be a saltwater planet tank for, as the title suggests, seahorses. When I was introducing some macroalgae, I was fragging them to this rock, and once again we're going to be talking about fragging in a future video. But a lot of things melted back. As things melted back and the tank cycled, hair algae outbroke. It's not something you need to be scared of. It's a natural stage of an aquarium that is cycling, especially if you're not using RDI water. Things are recovering. You can see the hair algae isn't really spreading, even though I think it might a little more. The macroalgae that melted back are already improving, and the infamous diatom bloom is spreading. Diatom blooms, once again, is a whole nother video for itself. The main reason I created this tank is because I want seahorse. I want seahorses in a tank that I can enjoy. And another thing is because I've got a series that I seriously need to catch up on, which is my first aquarium. And this aquarium right here is going to tie in directly with that. I'm going to use this aquarium as my go-to reference when I'm doing step-by-step videos in sequential orders. So I've actually introduced 6 ghost shrimp that are actually native to my area. These shrimp are from the Rappahannock River. So that's right, if you're in Virginia, hey, what's going on? I'm actually off topic, but I'm actually thinking about attending the American Reef and Reptile Show in Hampton Roads, but that's a different topic. You can see right there I had a little bit of cyanobacteria on the rocks. Once again, these are things that people who are new in saltwater get totally stressed out about, but it's a perfectly normal stage of a cycling or more of a establishing aquarium. So my next phases are actually going to be stocking this tank with some invertebrates. Since I'm choosing seahorses, I need to be careful on what invertebrates I'm choosing. I don't want my cleanup crew members to actually become a food source. There's a couple things I want to touch up on before this video ends. For example, these 2 pieces of live rock are not part of the aquascaping. They're aiding my cycle. Cycling a tank is a completely different topic, and I've done videos in the past, so if you want to learn how to cycle either a saltwater or a freshwater tank, I've got a video on my channel which covers both. It's got a couple hundred likes. It's great content. That's what's unique about my channel. I like to think that my channel is, every single one of my videos is not just, updating or showing where we went or talking to people, when there's nothing wrong with that. It's just my community, my channel is about information and sharing that information with everyone, and that's my goal, and I think that I'm actually, accomplishing that. But this video wasn't about introducing seahorses, aquascaping the tank, and throwing corals and macroalgae in there. It's about an introduction and step by step. This tank is going to be branching off, like I said previously, side by side with my video series, My First Aquarium. This tank is going to be in my channel for, well, as long as I can imagine, because this little tank is going to be easy to control. It's going to be in my gaming room, and it's going to be something that I'm going to be constantly around. I'm constantly going to enjoy. It's low maintenance, which is another debatable topic that we're going to talk about in the future when it comes to saltwater. Do we go high tech? Do we go low tech? Do we go medium tech? It's just, there's a lot of things that I can oh man, I gotta shut up, guys, because this video is gonna go on forever. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long, guys. I hope you're forgiving. I am back, and I'm ready to bring videos to you guys on a weekly basis once more. The hype isn't in this video because it's like 1 o'clock at night right now, and I'm tired. So I apologize for that once more. But guys, I'm back. I'm hyped. I'm ready to go. So if you guys are ready to see this 15-gallon column tank explode with life, also see the resurrection of my 125 and 55-gallon tank and Wayne's Fish World business explode, just stay tuned to the channel. There's a lot of great things coming. I'm sorry for the wait, but the dry season is over.